Babajide reacts to Ngige's statement to Faleke, says Ngige will never match Tinubu politically. Well, Babajide, a veteran journalist, while speaking on the last edition of Journalist Hangout on TVC News, reacted to the Minister of Labour Dr. Chris Ngige's statement, saying he is not on the same level with Tinubu. Babajide blows hot and says Ngige is never and will never be on the same level with Asiwaju Tinubu. Babajide said, I think we should be very careful of what is coming out of our mouth. How can Chris Ngige, who has no political base, start saying he is not on the same level with Asiwaju? Imagine the Ngige who has never won election boasting he was a governor. By constitution, he is never a governor, comparing himself to Asiwaju, who has been a senator, two-term governor, and all over the southwest. He has succeeded in installing many of his supporters as governors and ministers. Asiwaju Tinubu has made many politicians today. In fact, he successfully installed three governors in Lagos State, and many politicians today will say, if not for Asiwaju, I wouldn't have been where I am today. Have you heard anyone saying Chris Ngige made me a great politician? He could have just answered the questions thrown at him about the NSITF board that he suspended without due process, instead of insulting someone who have helped him politically. Ngige was lucky to be among the ministers because, by the virtue of votes recorded from his state, he shouldn't have been given that privilege. So where is his support base? He recently lost a senatorial election in his state. Imagine, with all this, how can he say he is not on the same level with Asiwaju? He was even trying to say he is superior to him. I pity Ngige for that rude statement. Right. Well, and meanwhile, Ngige's aide reveals how Tinubu helped his boss in 2004. You can imagine. Okay, now choose Akuna, a former chief press secretary to Minister of Labor and Productivity, Chris Ngige, has revealed how the national leader of the All Progressive Congress, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, helped his boss in 2004. So what are we talking about? Okay, fine. Now, odunews.com reports how the former Anambra State Governor threw a jab at Tinubu while fielding questions from the House of Representatives ad hoc committee on an alleged breach of presidential directive in a suspension of the management of the Nigerian Social Insurance Trust Fund NSITF. Now, during the hearing, Ngige condescendingly said Tinubu is his mate while exchanging words with a member of the House of Representatives, James Faleke. Ngige was the governor of Anambra State between 2003 and 2006. Well, a period when the APC national leader also served as Lagos State governor. Meanwhile, speaking on the help Tinubu rendered Ngige, Akuna via his Twitter handle said his former boss begged the ex-Lagos State governor to gift him an armored car. In 2004, visiting Asiwaju Tinubu in Lagos, my boss, Governor Ngige, spotted his car. Bola, please dash me. I want to use it in Abuja. Aha, Ngige, this is old now, replied Ashiwaju, I don't mind. Anambra is poor. I'll manage it. Surprised to hear Onwa deriding his benefactor, he tweeted, did you know how the G-Wagon came about? The Lagos trip happened after we literally begged him to buy it. The beast Tinubu gifted him was moved to Abuja. That was Ngige's Abuja vehicle until the COA removed him in March 2006. Well, his official car was a Peugeot 406 after the March 3-4 attack on Governor Akume's convoy, in which an ex-Nigerian Airways MD, Andrew Agom, was killed. My boss agreed to buy the armored G-Class. It was after the purchase he fell in love with armored cars. Jagaban's gift was armored. Now, Chris Ngige became the governor of Anambra State under the umbrella of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) on 29th May 2003. His election was marred by a series of electoral violence and allegations of rigging. He managed to stay in office for almost 3 years amidst the legal battle between him and his rival, Mr. Peter Obi. Well, Chris Ngige eventually left the office on 17th March 2006 after the declaration of Peter Obi as the rightful governor of Anambra State by the Supreme Court. Ngige went on to contest for the 2009 Anambra State gubernatorial election after joining ACN Action Congress of Nigeria, which he lost. He later turned his attention to the Senate. Ngige became the Senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria after fighting off the threat of his rival, late Professor Mrs. Dora Akunyili. He served for a full term from May 2011 to June 2015. He vied for a second tenure but lost to Senator Uche Ekwunefe. In the area of political appointments, Senator Ngige is not found wanting. He was appointed as the Honorable Minister of Labor and Employment by the then new Nigeria President Muhammadu Buhari. He assumed office in November 2015. He has held the position till date. Now, Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a political juggernaut in Lagos State whose influence has spread throughout the southwestern part of Nigeria. The Yoruba man was born on 29th March 1952 in Lagos. Wow. And Bola Tinubu assumed the office of the governor of Lagos State on 29 May 1999 after General Abdulsalami Abubakar opened door for democratic system of government in Nigeria and decided to cede power to elected President Olusegun Obasanjo. The had earlier served as senator representing Lagos West constituency during the Nigerian Third Republic 1992 to 1993. Tinubu served for 2 tenures in office as a governor, a leadership that spanned across 8 years, 1999 to 2007. He contested and won in 2 occasions for the 2 tenures, 4 years each, under the umbrella of Alliance for Democracy (AD). Bola Tinubu is not called Jagaban for no reason. He has successfully been controlling the political affairs of Lagos since he left office in 2007. It is not just that he planted Babajide Fashola as his replacement in office, but he continues to meddle with state politics even after Fashola has completed 2 tenures and left office. It is widely believed that without his endorsement, nobody can become the governor of Lagos State. This was evident when the opposed and candidacy of Governor Ambode when he wanted to contest for the second time under the umbrella of All Progressive Congress. Tinubu's party want Tinubu's party. What happened after the power tussle? Jagaban Governor Ambode lost the party's governorship primary election in 2019. Tinubu had grown past his influence of political affairs of Lagos State. He was one of the men who started making moves after the 2007 general election on the creation of a mega party that could stand to oppose the indomitable People Democratic Party (PDP). His hard work paid off after the resulting mega party. The APC finally took over federal power in 2015 through the emergence of President Muhammadu Buhari as the successor of then President Goodluck Jonathan. It is worthy of note that Tinubu was the national chairman of the party when such history was made, breaking the PDP jinx that lasted for 16 years. Now, having looked into the political records of both Dr. Chris Ngige and Bola Tinubu, I hereby conclude that Chris Ngige can never compare himself to Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the Jagaban himself. That is it. That's my take on that. Meanwhile, let me have your take on this, and remember to subscribe for more updates. Thanks and God bless.